everybody, happy Sunday. I am coming in with a relatively quick review for you today. This is my entry for Let's Sew Blue for November. Martika J Makes is hosting the sewing challenge for the month of November. It's for diabetes awareness. And so I will leave a link to her channel down in the description box. Go check out everything that she had to say about why this sewing challenge means so much to her and her own personal journey. And so I want to share with you what I made. First of all, what I am wearing. We are finally into fall weather here in Texas, in the Houston area where I am. And yeah, I'm able to wear a long sleeve knit. I'm only wearing just the top in these leggings. Everything is me made. I just have on some navy leggings with this today, and I'm not wearing a jacket. It's not cold enough to put on a jacket, but I mean, I think the high is going to be maybe 75 today. And so yeah, and we're headed to the movies. We're going to see, the time I'm recording this, Gladiator is coming out. Now that is not Gladiator 2. That is not a movie I would gravitate to go see, but Denzel Washington, come on, he is gonna put his Denzel swagger on that Gladiator 2. And when we saw the previews, it was like, yeah, we're going to see that because it looked like it's going to be good. I'll probably edit this after we've gotten back, and I'll put on the screen, you know, what I think of the movie, which I love Denzel, so I love his acting, and so seeing him in movies and everything is always good. Anyway, so let me come in with what I have made. So the plan was, I talked about this in the Sewing Buzz, actually, November Sewing Buzz. And my plan was to make both this wallet and the Amara handbag. However, time just got away from me, and I want to definitely take my time with the Amara handbag because it's a lot of pieces, pretty intricate, and I actually need to find this fabric packed away somewhere, but I'll show you what it is. So I have finally switched out from my this is Lavender and Twine Zephyr wallet. I made this at least had to be a minimum of 2 years ago, and I have been rocking with her. And this here, this is how this one opened. I'll leave a link down in the description box, and I'll have it pop up here in the iCard of my review of this. And so you all remember, it opens like this, and then you have the slot pockets here, and then you have a couple slots down here, zipper pocket, all of that. And I'm showing you this so you can understand why I switched. And this is made mostly out of Harris tweed, and I got this from Emmeline Bags. Yes, I sure did. Emmeline Bags. And also the faux leather came from Emmeline Bags. This was purple. I had made a whole set. I made the Moonwake purse in this here, and I had made that. But you all know I love this Harris tweed, so I also made this. Same materials, but this is Georgia Girl Stitches, the Phoebe Clutch. Yeah, the Phoebe Clutch. I'll leave a link to that too down in the description box. Absolutely love it. Again, have the opening, how it opens this way, have the card slots and all the pockets and everything, and then the main pocket. So I was ready for a new wallet, and I said I wanted something that was vertical. Now this wallet, let me just tell you, the size of it is 7.5 inches high by 4 inches wide. And so actually this is the front. This is the front of it. I've already put all my stuff in here too, by the way. It is, the skill level is advanced beginner. So it's my Sew Blue because I made it in denim, which will also go into my denim collection series that is here on my channel. You know, for those who've been following along, maybe those who are new. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. Consider subscribing. But you know, I am making something in denim every single month, and I have a collection series here on my channel, so this is going to go into that, but it's blue because it's in denim. I always intended for this to be denim. Actually, the Amara bag is, I want that in denim too, but the back of the bag can be in a different like whatever fabric or material that you want. And I think I have enough of the Harris tweed that can be the back. The back of the Amara is going to be the Harris tweed, and what I want to do for the front is going to be some denim, but I have to pull all that stuff out, make sure I have everything. But anyway, so this wallet, the Ivy wallet, fits the bill of exactly what I wanted. You guys know I wanted something that was vertical, where when you open it, my pen, I have a pen here. That's probably the only thing I probably would have added next time, is a little elastic here so I can slip a pen in here. And so my pen just fell out. But anyway, because that was something I was going to point out as well. And so all of my actually this has a lot more slots, which I like. It has 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5 on each side. And I have more than enough room to put all of my cards in there. Plus, I like that you have these slip pockets here, which you can put dollar bills in here. If you have a checkbook, you can put in there. You know, I have other stuff in here. But then on the outside, you have the zipper pocket, which for me, all I got in here is change. I just put some change in here, some loose change. And so, oh, and you guys, let me see, hold this up. I have my new label on here. This is I got these from, this is Cork, and who created these for me? Heartwood and Hyde. And so bag makers already know about them. They create really nice labels, and so this was one that I had gotten created, and so I put that on the back. And so it is labeled as an advanced beginner, and I do agree with that. One of the things I will say out front, and I'll get into the details of the materials that I used here, but what I will say out front, make sure your machine is capable of sewing the materials that you want your wallet to be made in. So I knew mine was going to be made in denim. I want to say most of the, if I recall correctly, most of the ones you see on the website, like all the samples and stuff, are made in a leather or a faux leather, cork even, vinyl, that type thing. And so just if you want to, make sure that your machine is capable. I sew mine up. Actually, you can see it right here. And you can see Lady Dane. Lady Dane is wearing a recent make. But anyway, you would have seen that on Love Notions on Friday. I'll talk about that in the future. But I sewed mine up on the Genome HD 3000. And so all I did was use denim and cotton. And so not extremely heavy. I did use my walking foot because for those who have made wallets or handbags in the past, you know there are certain seams that can tend to get pretty thick, and I did use a very sturdy denim. And so once I sewed everything together in the round, all the way around, I knew I switched over to my walking foot. So let's get into the pattern review. I would say it's advanced beginner, properly termed. I 100% agree. And I say that because you pretty much need to know certain things about sewing handbags to a certain degree. If you want to try a handbag, oh, I'm sorry, not handbag, wallet, I say even if you're a beginner, I would give it a try. I would say it's probably labeled advanced beginner because it doesn't come with a video. It doesn't come with a sew along or anything like that. She has pictures throughout. And so if you're a person that's new to wallet making and you need that more hand holding with the visual, with actually seeing somebody do it, this may not be for you. But if you're fine with following along with pictures and reading along, you should be fine. But I think it is properly leveled as advanced beginner. Now for the exterior, it does call for, so for the snap, let me tell you, for my snap, I use cork. It says for the snap tab, use vinyl, leather, or cork. Your main could be vinyl, leather, cork, cotton, woven, canvas, water resistant canvas. Your lining can be a lightweight material, cotton woven, that type thing. And again, I'll share with you all that I've used. It doesn't take a lot of fabric. It only takes a half a yard for the exterior, half a yard for the interior, and you only need a 6 inches of number 3 zipper or zipper tape. And of course, if you use zipper tape, you have a pull on here, which is what I have. Oh, and you will need a snap. So I used utility snaps. You all know you all know my handbag accessories that I have, utility snap, and I have my table press and all that. So that's what I use for my tab closure. The exterior for me is that denim that I talked about, all denim. And so I am very happy with that. And then the interior is this. I don't know if you can make sure I'm not showing none of my personal stuff here, but can you see that? It's like this marble. And this was, I found this fabric at, in the quilt section at Joann Fabrics, I think earlier in the summer, and it just jumped out at me, and I knew it was going to be a lining in the handbag or wallet. And so yes, absolutely love. And I only purchased a yard of that, and so this was perfect. Like I said, half a yard interior, half a yard exterior. You do need Peltex, which is not cardboardy, but you can get that also at Joann Fabrics. I didn't have any Peltex on and it's to stabilize this area, and it's optional, you don't have to put it in there, but it's to stabilize this area here and on the front and back. And so what I used was the what is it? Okay, I had to go get it. Decaville Heavy. 526 Pellon Decaville Heavy. And so again, that is something that Joann's, although I saw in the handbag making community sidebar that somebody was saying that Joann's is going to move away from selling Pellon. And so Pellon products, they're coming in with some different brand of interfacings and stuff. So I don't know, but anyway. And so just to keep that in mind if you do go to Joann's. So anyway, so I absolutely love it. It only took me 3 hours to sew. And of course, because I'm going through the pictures, I'm making sure everything is, I'm doing everything correctly, kind of reading the instructions twice before I sew things together. And then also, one of the other things I absolutely love about the pattern is that there are pattern pieces. You can, I believe you can have the option to measure and cut. I don't like doing that. I just like pattern pieces. I can tape them together and I'm good to go. And so that is also something that I do love. And so one of the things, the only thing I would say, my only one of my only kind of pet peeves for when patterns do this is her lining, her interior for her pockets. This here, these pieces here, they're all beige. So the problem with that is when you have actual pictures in the pattern, you cannot tell what's the right and the wrong side. And so for me, because again, I've made, you know, wallets and stuff before, I knew essentially what she was saying and where she was going, so I knew what to do. But I don't know if somebody who is totally new to wallet making would catch that, okay, that's the right side that she's showing here, even though it doesn't say that. And so that's the only thing. So when you have pictures like this and you're gonna take actual pictures of what you are doing, is not, to me, it would be nice if you had at least make it clear in the writing that this is the right side that you're seeing and this is the wrong side, you know, so people don't get confused. So that is one, that was probably the only pet peeve that I had, because that made me read over a couple different things a couple different times. So I'm like, well, what side of the fabric is this? Because this, if you're using a beige, it's going to be beige on the right and wrong sides. And so, and another thing that I didn't think was overly clear, but you do need to interface all of the, and let me just see, I could have overlooked the this in the instructions somewhere, but maybe I did not. Okay, so when it talks about interfacing, it just says use based on material, but it's not telling you do all the pieces need to be interfaced or just certain pieces. And so I interfaced my exterior, all of my exterior, and then I interfaced just the card slot. I didn't interface the I interfaced all the interior pieces except for the pocket lining. That's the only piece I didn't interface. And so, you know, that would have been useful to say also. But outside of that, you guys, this was really easy to make. So super easy to make. And initially when I finished it, I was like, oh, it looked kind of short. Like the height looked kind of short. And maybe it's in comparison to this. You see, it's like 3 inches taller, this is. And I was like, ooh, will that be too short? And actually it's not. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It fits everything well, and no issues at all with the height, the closure, everything. That once I got it in here, this is how it is, and this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. This is absolutely perfect for what I wanted. And I do recommend this pattern. Just take those things in consideration. Your machine, the type of materials your machine can use, sew through, and all of that. But it is the Stitches by Christy Ivy wallet, and like I said, I highly suggest it. And again, this is my entry for Sew Blue and Let's Sew Blue in November. So yeah, thank you, Martika, for a fun sewing challenge, because I definitely wanted a wallet. And as you can tell, I have switched everything over into my new wallet. And so yeah, I'll get working on the Amara here over the next couple weeks or so. You'll probably see that sometime in December. But that is it, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section below. But head on over to Martika J Makes, her YouTube channel, to hear more about Let's Sew Blue in the month of November and everything she has made. And of course, follow her on Instagram so you can see other people who what they have made and are entering into the sewing challenge. All right, everybody, have a blessed one. And yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday. That is the subscriber pick, which I decided to do something a little different there. But anyway, stay tuned for that coming up on Wednesday. All right, everybody, bye.